Welcome to the BrokerChooser YouTube channel. Today, we're comparing the top 5 options trading platforms for beginners in the United States. At BrokerChooser, we open real accounts, deposit our own funds, place trades, and test withdrawals. Each broker is rated against more than 600 data points using a transparent and unbiased methodology. Now, before we get to our top list, let's quickly recap what options trading actually is. Options are financial derivatives whose value is tied to an underlying asset such as individual stocks, market indexes, or exchange-traded funds or ETFs. They grant the buyer the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell the asset at a strike price within a defined period or on a specific date. When you trade options, you only have to put down a small portion of the value of your trade. The rest will be lent to you by your broker. This is called leverage, and it lets you control a larger position with a relatively small amount of your own money. Leverage can amplify your potential gains, but it can also blow up your potential losses. When you sell options or use complex strategies, you will usually need margin, which means that you must maintain collateral. If you borrow from your broker as part of a trade, you will pay interest. And depending on the strategy, you can face losses that are greater or much greater than what you invested. So you need to be careful. Now, to trade options, you'll need a broker that gives you access to the options markets. But ideally, you want more than just access. You also want competitive fees and excellent services. So which brokers are the best brokers for options trading? Here's our straight answer. BrokerChooser's pick for the best options trading platform for beginners is tastytrade. For first-time options traders, cost and clarity are crucial. tastytrade charges $1 per contract to open and nothing to close, with a $10 cap per leg. On a simple one-contract round trip, your fees will be $1 in total, which is extremely competitive. The entire platform is intuitive, built around options, and the education materials are genuinely beginner-friendly. However, keep in mind that their margin rates aren't the lowest, and you'll also face wire or transfer fees. But for learning options with small trades, tastytrade's commission structure gives you a real edge. Now, we'll show you topic by topic why tastytrade beats strong competitors like Interactive Brokers, Fidelity, Moomoo, or Schwab. Plus, we'll tell you who should still pick the runner-ups instead of tastytrade. Before we look at our top 5 picks in detail, remember that options are high-risk instruments where you can quickly lose your capital, and if you start selling options, your losses can exceed your invested funds. To understand how you may lose money on options, check out our expert guide on risk associated with options trading via the link below. First up, let's talk about fees. For beginners, low and transparent costs make learning cheaper. When we look at fees for emerging options traders, it's best to compare the total cost to open and close a trade. Here, tastytrade leads with low trading fees, charging $1 per contract to open a trade and nothing to close. Actually, this $1 cost for a round-trip trade can even be slightly lower for active traders. Interactive Brokers, Fidelity, and Schwab all charge 65 cents per contract each way, so a round-trip costs $1.30. Moomoo is similar, often matching that rate or running promotions to lower it. All in all, for beginners with small accounts who close positions to learn, tastytrade is considered cheap. But if you scale up or hold positions longer, Interactive Brokers' pricing becomes more competitive because its margin rates are much lower. For a beginner, you want a platform that's powerful but not overwhelming. Platforms can make or break your trading experience, and tastytrade is purposely built for options. Its interface shows strategies visually, making it easier to see potential outcomes and risks, perfect if you're learning. Interactive Brokers offers a powerful trader's workstation for pros, but beginners can start with their lighter web and mobile apps. Generally speaking, Interactive Brokers' trading platforms have more features, but they are complex and more difficult to understand. The other 3 brokers on our list also have strong appeal for beginners. Fidelity's web platform is straightforward, and the Active Trader Pro is there when you're ready to level up. Schwab has Street Smart Edge and a very clean online interface. Moomoo's mobile app is flashy, data-packed, and designed to feel familiar to anyone used to modern finance apps. Our take is the following. If you want an options-first layout, go with tastytrade. If you want the most powerful all-round platform, Interactive Brokers is unmatched, as long as you're ready to learn. Learning resources matter, especially for beginners. Fidelity is the leader here, offering videos, articles, webinars, and even in-person events. Not just about how to trade, but why traders work the way they do. Tastytrade takes a different approach, producing daily shows, live market commentary, and strategy-focused tutorials. It's immersive and geared specifically towards options. Others have solid offerings too. Schwab provides structured learning paths and market analysis. Interactive Brokers has deep, professional-grade research from multiple providers, but it can feel overwhelming at first. Moomoo focuses on bite-sized tips and integrated market data rather than full courses. So if you want the broadest and deepest education, choose Fidelity. If you want option-specific, real-world examples every day, tastytrade is your classroom. In the United States, you should look for brokers that are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or FINRA. A reliable broker also offers investor protection from the Securities Investor Protection Corporation. As a general rule, this protection covers up to $500,000 of your assets, including up to $250,000 in cash if your broker goes bust. All the platforms on this list operate within these frameworks in case you open an account in the US. In addition, Interactive Brokers and Fidelity have decades-long track records and global reputation that further raise their safety score. Charles Schwab is one of the most trusted names in the US brokerage market, and while tastytrade and Moomoo are newer, they're both operating under SEC and FINRA rules. Rest assured, all 5 brokers are considered trusted choices by BrokerChooser. Account opening is fully online across the board. For a fast first trade with clear steps, tastytrade and Charles Schwab can be the quickest. Interactive Brokers can take a touch longer, but it opens the door to global access. Alright, so let's wrap this up. For your first trade, tastytrade can be your starting point due to its beginner-friendly commission structure. For powerful tools and room to grow, Interactive Brokers is the best choice. Fidelity leads for learning and education, Moomoo is built for mobile traders, and if you are looking for ease of use from day one, Charles Schwab delivers. Whichever way you go, the right broker is the one that lines up with your priorities, whether that's cost, tools, education, or just keeping things simple. For more details, check out our full list of the best options trading platforms for beginners in the United States by clicking on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and go to BrokerChooser.com for more broker reviews. See you next time.